People don't want to hear good news. People want to hear bad things about the place. A lot of people say in England, I wouldn't go there, it's not real or whatever, but it is real because it's happening. But yes, it is frowned upon, but it's frowned upon, in my opinion, by small-minded people. If you haven't tried something or you haven't been to a country to see for yourself what it's really like, you shouldn't really comment. I find England boring now. 90% say I wouldn't go anywhere else. Where have I been going all these years? Why have I been going to Europe? Why have I been going to Tenerife or Gran Canaria? It's one of the most friendliest countries I've ever been to. I wish I'd discovered this place years ago, and I'm not going to go anywhere else, and I can't wait to come back. We love it. It's a great place, and I recommend anybody to try it.
This is Pattaya, Thailand, the largest resort city in the whole of Asia, and is 147 kilometres southeast of Kingdom's capital, Bangkok. The beach resort is one of the most popular destinations in the world today, with over 5 million visitors each year. Pattaya was once a small fishing village until the Vietnam War. With the war came thousands of American GIs looking for a place to relax. Shortly thereafter, hotels and restaurants and entertaining venues grew quickly to meet the demand of free spenders. By the late 70s, Pattaya was already a thriving resort community, just in time to meet the unforeseen boom of European tourists in the mid-70s. The resort still continues to grow and grow, with many young English tourists ditching Spain for Thailand. Pattaya Beach is a palm-fringed sandy bay with a view of coral islands on the horizon. There is just about everything you can think of for recreation, from golfing to water sports, bars, restaurants and nightclubs. There are also areas of beauty for sightseers. Such is its variety that it's ideal for all kinds of people. The Thai community is friendly and very tolerant towards tourists and expatriates, also known as Phalangs. There is also a big English community here, where everybody becomes involved with all social gatherings. It's also home to 100,000 motor vehicles and about 300,000 motorcycles, all of which seem to be on the road at the same time. There are also up to 20,000 foreign tourists at any one time. Thais are fun-loving people who rise above the problems of everyday life, not letting poverty get them down. They are happy people without a care in the world. So if Pattaya has so much to offer and is such a paradise for so many people, why is it that within Europe and especially Great Britain, that Thailand and Pattaya in particular has such a negative and dark reputation? One of the negative stereotypes that's attached itself to Thailand and applies to Pattaya Beach is its reputation as a place where sex is readily available. Currently, this cannot be denied. If you deliberately seek a sexual experience, there are places and districts where these are available. But is this not the case in many other major cities around the world? This liberal attitude may give people who have never visited Thailand the impression that this society is wide open. Nothing could be further from the truth. The foreign media is largely to blame for portraying Thailand as nothing more than prostitutes and drug barons. Unfavourable publicity through many mediums around the world, including television documentaries, has seriously affected the reputation of Pattaya. In March 2000, Maxim magazine published an article claiming Pattaya was one of the most dangerous places on the planet. This is an example of poor research into the actual reality of Pattaya city. In reality, Pattaya is one of the safest places to live, but that won't sell any magazines, will it? With all this negative press, how can people make up their minds of a city that is 6,000 miles away? Is it as bad as they say? Is there more to see than bars and girls? Is there more to the city than just smiles? Can we make up our own mind, or are we happy with what we hear from the media, who after all just want to sell a story so that they can make money, and don't care about the truth? Or are you different, and would you like to know the other side of the story, usually the side that nobody wants to tell? Is Thailand clearly misunderstood? Is it as Maxim magazine portrayed it? Naked by noon, dead by dawn. So what makes people come to Pattaya for the first time, and in some cases never want to leave?
I came to Pattaya because I saw a documentary on prostitutes in 1985 and I thought that'd be the place to come to. And that's what I did. Originally came as a sex tourist, but there were other things after that, so I decided to stay.
The first time I came to Pattaya was influenced by a friend of mine that had been coming to Thailand when I was a little bit younger. He was a little bit older than me, and he met a Thai lady who eventually took back to England and was married to for 4 years. And they decided that she never settled into England, so he sold his house and basically came to Pattaya, where they eventually settled and went into business. So I decided to come to Pattaya to see my friend and enjoyed it so much. I used to come here once a month, usually at Christmas, to spend my holiday here. That was the biggest influence because of my friend.
Where I live in England, a lodger of mine, who'd become a good friend, mentioned, you must come to Thailand, you must come to Thailand. And he was asking me for months and months. Anyway, one day I decided, yeah, I'll come to Thailand, and I got round to it. So I booked the flight, and that was a year ago, and this is my 5th time in 1 year.
Well, I was on a world tour, actually, and then I sort of got stuck in Pattaya. I only come here for the weekend just to visit a friend and just never left because I just fell in love with it.
Oh, I come 25 years ago. I win a trip. I come to Pattaya. It was nothing. It was like small bungalows, a few bars. Now this is a big city.
Well, I discovered Pattaya through my friend. He said, one day, do you want to go to Thailand, go to Pattaya? And I said, well, I've never heard of Pattaya. Sure, let's go, see what it's like.
I heard too much about this country and I want to look the nice side from Thailand.
Pattaya is, for me as an artist, gives me many impressions in different directions. It have a really queerly nightlife. It have quiet beaches. It have water. It have many types of restaurant, and it is a melting pot of an international audience. You have people from all parts in the world here enjoying their holiday or they be residents here. And actually I make my living out of selling paintings to tourists or people.
Thailand is the most organized. It means for people like me, don't have to work. It's the paradise. It means you can come here, you have a quality of life compared to England or compared to Germany or Belgium and France. Here is no stress. I have no letter from the government. No, only my electricity bill. That's it. I mean, it's not quite the paradise, but it's very close.
I would say it was the warmth of the people compared with other countries that I've been to. It's the whole package. It's everything about Pattaya. There's everything here. There's nothing here you haven't got. It's got everything in Pattaya.
Obviously, being English, the English community is fantastic. And there's always something going on. You've got all the sporting activities, the free pool leagues. So one week we're going away to another bar and we all meet and we all have a drink and food together. Twice a week, I know from my friend's bar, they do a Golf Society do, which I go on. Again, it's just all socialising. And then, you know, you've got the added bonus of the nightlife, you've got the weather, and the sheer cost of living. All that in one nutshell, basically. It's a single man's paradise, basically. That's the way I look at it.
And there are so many reasons for each individual coming here. I feel well because I can be myself. I can just relax. If I want, I can stay all the year outside on a beach, on an island. I did it before. I can do it free. It's a free country.
In England, admittedly, I think that people are miserable, boring, just bored with their lives, but they just want to get off their asses and do something with their lives if they're bored with it. Nobody's miserable and boring over here.
You look in a mirror, and if you're smiling, you get a smile back. And that is, if you're sad, you have sadness. And if you have greedy, you have greediness. And so how you go in, you will receive it.
You go back extremely open-minded, and a lot of the times I've actually felt as if I didn't all of a sudden like the people back home. When you go to a restaurant, for example, they might take 25 minutes. There's no apology to get your meal. They'll slam it down in front of you, just because they might be in a bad mood. But here, it doesn't matter what mood they're in. The service is great, and they'll give you your dinner with a smile on their face. And you go and compare that back home, and it's just nothing like it is here. So you do notice a difference.
Oh yeah, I went back about 3 or 4 years ago, but no, I don't miss England. People are fighting each other over nothing. It's better to come over here where most people get along all the time. It's great. Weather's nice. Tyres are okay in general.
I mean, people that are coming to Pattaya to live, or for any reason, usually it's going to be something like a bar, where basically their work is socialising. Obviously in England you're building, etc, etc, etc. So you only get to socialise maybe 2 or 3 times a week, when you can do it here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
There's a lot more couples. Over the last 3 years, I'll say there's a lot more families and couples that come here now. And because it is so much cheaper to buy property here than what it is in Spain. It's like you've got everything here family orientated.
The Thai culture and traditions differ from our Western way of life. With poverty and lack of schooling, many Thais come to Pattaya from small villages to try to earn money for their elders. Sending a child to school for longer than the compulsory 6 years is almost impossible due to the expense.
I come from the poor family. Cannot have good boyfriend or rich boyfriend in Thailand. And I need some money for take care of my family. Then I come Pattaya. Many people think this not good job to be here. Not really good place. Have many lady work at bar. Here is like a better and also not easy to me and many lady to get good job because we have no degree and in the family not rich, have no money to send we to go school.
They are very courageous people because they can work 12 hours, 14 hours, no complaint. They are friendly, naturally friendly. Pattaya is not Thailand. Pattaya is a city. So you have many people here, come here for make money. They cannot make money in the bush. And for them, sometimes it's difficult.
I left from school in 15 and I start work, do many jobs, but not really good job. In Thailand, not same in Europe. In Thailand, we have to pay. I have to pay for everything. My family can earn only 5,000 a month or maybe only 8,000 a month. But have 3 girls, cannot pay for that for only 1 girl.
The Thai way of life is that you have to look after your family, It's not like our mum and dads have looked after us and everything else. They have to look after their parents and send money and everything else.
90% is to get money for the family. Maybe 60% of the girls are here are already a husband and babies somewhere, and they have to send money for the babies, go to school. This is a face of Pattaya, very true and real.
With the horror stories portrayed by the media of sex and violence on every street corner, what is the opinion of people who live in Pattaya? How do they feel about the coverage the city receives from the press and media in England?
It's the way the press paint it. I've been a victim of the press, so I know how much they stitch people up. But it's amazing that the average person does believe what they read in the Sun, the news of the world. That we are all sex tourists here. We all run brothels.
Because my parents are probably the worst scenario. They think I'm only coming here for one reason, and that one reason is what most people that haven't been to Thailand full stop is what the media show, and that's the working girls, blah 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 blah. But no, there's an awful lot more to that, and I don't come here for that reason anymore. No, I think that's wrong.
You know, if you're fat and wear glasses, you're a paedophile. You know, you're just branded, and normal people believe it. It's a shame.
Sex and crime sell, and when you find a story, you can find it in Europe as well. You find everywhere women, and you find everywhere a red light district or whatever you call it. If the media speak bad about it, so many other opportunities here, they make a big noise out of nothing. They find maybe some special story and they blow it up.
Television people come here, they make a scoop, but they make a scoop about the way that the people from England or for everything are really live here. It's a part, but it's not the total. But they are very interesting about the subject because that makes the audience growing up. So they only look for the audience. They don't care about the real life in Pattaya. You can live in Pattaya as a very nice man.
Any camera crew can come here and find sleaze in 5 minutes going up any streets. There are certain areas where there's prostitutes, and Pattaya is so small you can walk the whole Pattaya in say 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know, over 18 industry, just like Amsterdam, you could say, you know. But there are a lot of places where you could go, have a good time. You don't have to see, that sort of side of Pattaya.
Of course, it is very special in Pattaya, the complexity of bars together and the opportunities with all these ladies is, I think, unique in the world. And that people look it from that way or that way. One way is looking to enjoy that, and okay, you can have a lot of fun. And if you make a big story out of it, okay, what is the difference between having any bar in Europe, any entertainment complex, any discotheque somewhere else? You are looking for a nice, whatever, adventure. This is another style. It's more easy or not. It is a business at first.
And I have a lady not far and go to the bar and go to the movies and still quiet. Nobody is speaking about those people. This is normal people here. But people are more interested about sex because sex is taboo, is something special.
Bad news sells, so they concentrate on the bad places of Pattaya, or the bad side of it. Like I said before, there's bad sides to everything, but some places you know where not to go and where to go.
Image of Pattaya, it should become better by the time, and the people have a better understanding of what they can get here. It's not only the ladies, it is more than that. And the ladies working here, they know that. And the tourists coming here first time, they have to concur that they know that.
I think there is a dark side to Pattaya that we don't see, but there's a dark side to every town and city in the world.
Also, I have my auntie. She stay here for like a 20 years. Not dangerous.
The people are so nice here, you can easily fall into a trap where you're so relaxed, your senses are sort of, they're not up there where they should be.
I would feel safer walking around these streets than what I would in London. Do you know what I mean? But I think you just got to be careful anywhere, haven't you? Yeah, no, I don't think it's like I never feel unsafe. I don't feel unsafe walking around or coming back on a motorbike taxis and that. But obviously there are incidents that happen, but you hear a lot more of them in England than what you do over here.
This is bullshit. It's an invention of journalists. Because you have some strong image here, this is craps.
I've been in the States and I've been traveling many places, and I think it's much more dangerous anywhere else as in Pattaya. Of course you find crime and you have a little bit growing up everywhere, but at least this is a most safe country I've been in, and I've been in many, many countries.
I was in Piccadilly Circus 2 years ago. They steal my wallet in 5 minutes. So I was in Leicester Square, done a movie. I was in the queue, bye, like this. See? And in Belgium 2 years ago, I was carjacking by Arab people in the center of Brussels. I don't feel the same here. I feel if you get drunk, you are with your motorbike. I don't feel somebody want to attack me for take my money. This is because the police here is very important.
I've never felt threatened or endangered by anybody. I've been to many places around the world, and this is as safe, if not the safest place that I've ever visited. If it wasn't safe, I wouldn't come here. And if it wasn't safe, it wouldn't be as busy as it is. If there is any problems here, from what I gather, the police sort it out straight away. This place doesn't want bad publicity.
You are a troublemaker, you know the causes and effects. And from my opinion, this is a, you have to see there's so many people. You have Russians, Americans, you have Europeans, you have Koreans, Japanese, Chinese. There's a melting pot from Australians and any kind of people, English and British and French and Italy and so on. It's an endless list. And they're living here in peaceful harmony. That is something what you could never find. It is like paradise. And of course, accidentally happened a little bit here, it happened there, but that is, it's statistically, it's the safest place I know. Yeah.
Everywhere have smile, have fun. You can stay here all day, all night, everywhere. Not dangerous. I guarantee that, not dangerous.
There are many scare stories about Thailand. For instance, 92% of Thai sex workers have AIDS. If that was remotely true, then Pattaya should now be a wasteland, and AIDS should be rampant throughout the many countries around the world.
That's not true. And when I speak now about AIDS or something like this, okay, because everybody boomsing lady and what they talk always for scare people from outside Thailand, for be careful, for make people little bit thinking more and take condom and do like this and that. The same when I say Thai lady take more care body than Falang lady.
That is far from the truth. That is very far. There are some speculative statistics, and I don't believe it.
Automatically, any girls have one or two on them.
I mean, I've been here for 16 years. I don't think I've worn a condom, maybe more than 4 or 5 times. You know?
If you insist, you have to pay more, or and they take the risk, and this is a little bit. It's not so easy.
Maybe they want to prevent the people leaving the country, or I don't know what is the reason to tell such as lies.
They give preservative to all the girls, and that's why the HIV and in Thailand are regressive about 2 years now.
All the girls in this bar and all the girls and go-go's have to be checked, clinically checked. You have medical people come around and check your girls every 15 days.
If you do come here, protect yourself. If you have a relationship in England or anywhere in the world, you're always advised to protect yourself. So why should you worry about coming to Pattaya?
Condoms are issued free by the government. They come down and give you like 60, 70 condoms a month. So they do watch out for what they're doing. So it's up to the individual.
I've been here a long time, and every day I'm being involved with a local society, and I never have a story that somebody is even have been infected. When we have such high rates, where are all the people gone? You know, they still live here, and there is nothing. I think that is a real big bullshit.
Are all the bar girls and women prostitutes? It is true that the sex for sale in Thailand is just the same as it is in every other country around the world. But to many of the Thai women, it's not just a job, it's a search for love, security, and a better way of life away from poverty.
Prostitution cannot be in Thailand. Okay, we know every day, same, you find this every day on the street.
It's a word not exist in Thai language. It's like it's a girl who work, same a plumber.
If you talk about prostitution in Thailand and she very clever, she can put you in jail.
This service, what the Thai ladies doing here, I have a different thing. They do a good company to the people coming here. That is a friendly business for them. They take care of the children and the family, that has a social system. And it's fairly to pay a lady for a service.
It's hard to describe to people back home. I mean, like I said before, you have to be here to understand it. They really give you a good time. You know, I'm not talking about bed antics, I'm talking about good time. They know all the Pattaya, they know all the best places to go to, all the best shopping malls, you know. You just can't describe it to the people back home about the prostitution here. It's not the same at all.
The name of Pattaya, always say, if you go Pattaya, when you go back and you want to talk about Pattaya, quickly you have the name, you go fucking lady, and this not always correct.
In Europe, you have a pimp who have 5 or 6 or 10 prostitutes who work for him. Here, it's no exist.
Most of the girls work for them, only for her, for mama, for baba, for baby.
They're human beings like us. You know, it's just like you've got Soho, you've got Amsterdam, you've got everything else, haven't you? It doesn't make it any different over here. And a lot of these girls haven't had the fortunate thing to be educated. You know, their parents can afford for them to go to school, and that's the only way that they know is to make money.
Think he pay money. Think Thai lady is a robot.
Yeah, I mean, when I first came here, I thought you could grab any girl and they go with you. Once you get a few slaps in the face, you realise you can't.
I think really, at the end of the day, it's their choice as to whether they actually sleep with them. I don't think they're forced into that. I mean, there probably are places that do, but I don't actually know any of those, you know. But most of them just do it, as I said, just to earn a living, you know.
The rule is basically the girls that work in the bars are available and go-go's are available. The ones that you usually see in shops and things aren't. You know, you shouldn't really go that way. You know, they're proper type women.
Also, men come here, yeah, one lady. And you take care of them, so can get drink, get everything, get salary, get drink. And then if you go with man, that's up to them. We not control. I never say to lady have to go with man, but then up to them if they want.
Don't criticize it, don't put it in a negative form. See the positive aspect that is a free living of individual people. When a Thai lady don't want to go with some customer, she say, no, I have no time, have any excuse, but if there is no sympathetic idea, they wouldn't go. It's not only the money.
She not like always to go with every day, but she do because same you go working in a factory or somewhere for have money, she do same.
In the Western area, you have the Christian mentality. They're selling sex on TV, they're selling sex in newspapers, but it's not allowed to find a lady around the corner. So they're stopping you, and that is something what is contradictionally. You've been hooked on a lady, you looked naked tits, you looked any type of pornographic things all around the media. And then when you really want to enjoy a nice night with a lady, wow, it's the same, you have to go somewhere in a whorehouse to buy a lady, probably.
The main thing they come to Pattaya for is obviously the money off the flank. They know they have big money.
Yes, she think about money because she must live. If you not give you money, for buy food, for make food for you in the daytime, when you stay in your country, then she cannot buy food, she cannot give you food. So the same style like in Europe and same like in Thailand. So normally she asks a little bit more. For when you good life in your country, I can also have good life in Thailand. But if you not have too much money and she love you, she not ask you more than the small money you can give her because she also happy with this or with this. But if you talk high, she take also high. If you have small money because you work in a factory and not have too much money, she will be same like the same man who say, oh, I can do. She not ask, but you want to give me? Okay, if you give, I take, but I not need. I'm happy with small things, then which show you want to go some eating in Little Long. She needs not more.
And I see it as a service. You not have to mix this with the idea of love. You not have to marry somebody cause of love. That is by myself, I think is a trick by nature. So long the love exists, so long the kid is growing up, and after that's going on. But how many divorces you have in your country, in the Western area? Why? What is it? Because the man is not born to keep with one lady. It is against any natural idea. Because if I see a man looking a nice lady, wow, isn't it beautiful? It is a natural thing. It is in our genetic. Everybody is looking for some emotional, for some friendship, for some warmth, for some adventure, for something. And that's why they came here. Because it's easy to get, it's open. There is not the conventions you have in Europe, where you have to send many romantic love letters and send flowers for about a couple of weeks before you can make your first date, but the first date only go dinner and then bring the lady back home. Maybe you get a kiss here, but it's okay, don't expect too much. So, okay, but we are living in a very quick, fast time, especially the young generation, and they want to have it right now.
Men Falang walk on the street. I think in myself, okay, I have no problem for work alone, for stay alone. I not need lady. Okay, look good when I have one lady who I can take care, who I feel good. But if I see walk Falang in the street, I must sometimes think, look him. He walk on the street hand in hand. I not see him in his country walk at the age he have, hand with one lady. Hand, like oh, first day I see you. Now, many time, every time when he change lady, he walk like a baby. He walk on the street. After 1 week, when I see stay with same lady, she walk before, he same like dog.
Many tourists who visit Pattaya get blinded by the beautiful women, the surroundings, and the carefree attitude towards life. It's not surprising then that many fall in love. However, is it love or just lust?
But it's an easy thing to do, especially your first time in Thailand. Everything's new to you. You don't really, you see what you want to see.
Yeah, some guy really met some lady, smiley, take good care, and then say, oh, you sexy, I love you. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Everything. Say this nice thing only. Does it make lady have the feeling, oh, this guy talks so good. I believe him.
The Falang who come here and see many nice girls, oh, nice. They smile there, not same like in Europe. So they say, oh, first word, oh, I love her.
Well, the amount of people that have fell in love have gone home and because they're so nice. And it's the first day.
Have to be careful. I mean, you've got to have a heart that is stone, you know, otherwise it will be broken quite easily in Pattaya.
They know what to say to you. They say the right things to you to get you to react.
Only 2 weeks, lady can love man. Oh, I love him now. And then when him go back, cry. And lady think, oh, he will take care of me.
How you can think like this? I love her if you don't know before, you never see her before, and you see, okay, if you go in your country or in my country or everywhere in the world and you walk on the street with your lady, 20-year married, and you see some lady walk on the street, oh, you look, but you not say, oh, I love her. You say only, oh, because she very nice, but then finish. If you come here, you walk on the street, you see many lady, and you say quickly, oh, I love her.
But then, 1 month, okay, have connect, have call. 2 months, have still have calling, have contact. 3 months, quiet, nothing. That's what make lady hard. That hurt lady.
How can someone love you that much after a week? You know, so, no, there's many gullible people, and I think, but I was there once, but I've sort of kind of learned my mistakes, so a little bit more cautious.
But at the end of the day, you've got to keep yourself back, you know. But don't get me wrong, there are girls looking for boyfriends out there, you know.
Please never fall in love in Pattaya because you're dead, you lost. If you want to find for a nice Thai lady, go in the campaign, go to Chiang Mai, go anywhere, go Burinam. But yeah, if you find a girl from the bar and you fell in love, you screw. You screw.
But also, man have to think what you say, lady upset or not. If make lady upset, get angry.
Every Falang kill many time Thai lady for to tell her I do, and he not do. If you come Thailand and you want to go with some girl, you want to enjoy, but you not want to stay with her long time or only for enjoy. Pay her correctly.
But some are unexperienced and they get leaded by the lady's rationality very quickly. And so they fall in love and they give it all to the darling, and they have some ideas what is far from the reality.
You cannot kill everybody like you think because you have money and you can do everything. Because money not make, okay, money make happy, but this not the principle. This not the thing you can do everything. She think, oh, I find a good man for he want to take care of me, but not true. So you kill always these people. These people too nice, very nice from inside, but before you have heart from Thai lady, then you must be very special man, because otherwise she always have, she like you, but always have something not same clothes like Falang.
You have something to do with a service you hire and fire. That is the more realistic point. Instead of just finding something changing, what you not have in your home country, you may not find here. You have to accept different conditions to experience yourself with another culture. And then you start as a beginner and you make mistakes. And then you have to learn by your mistakes.
Many lady learn more, learn more. Same man come here, learn more things, learn more how to do, learn more not get hurt, learn more not love the man.
You learn a new thing every time. Every time I've got on that plane and gone back to England, it's been a completely different holiday to the one before. And that's the brilliant thing about Thailand.
Because I know also, yeah, many lady lie about that. But I have to think, what is their real problem? If they lie for want money, that's bad. But also why they lie? Or they're scared man not give them money. Or they have more problem to use money. If tell the truth, sure, man not give that money because it's big.
In some cases, it will be the girls exploiting the tourists, and on other cases, it's the tourists exploiting the women. But I think that's down to just the sheer volume of people coming. If there's more and more people coming here for those reasons, then I think the girls are in a position where it's money at their disposal. They prefer Falangs anyway from Thai men anyway. They say the Thai men, even if the Thai person has actually got money, that they don't treat them. They treat them like dirt, basically. So a lot of the times, the girls are more happy with what they're doing.
Think about, oh, I can do, I can pay, I not pay, I not pay you, I pay you, I say to you, I like you, I love you, I give you visa, I not give you visa, not lie, because she remember every conversation, what she doing with you, more than Falang lady, more.
To learn by experience how to handle it for yourself. To respect each other is a basic idea, and then you can have your fun and you can enjoy everything. And but respecting is one thing. Don't show from the higher level to a lower level or something. You see one to one, and it's a giving and taking and receiving, and it is the emotional deficit what the people coming here.
Thailand is definitely not Spain or Tenerife. It's not the type of place where gangs of young English tourists will be falling over drunk. This is certainly not tolerated by the Thai police. You must be aware that it's not a do-as-you-please country. It's important to respect the Thai laws and their customs. With this in mind, there are some things to be aware of.
After 3 o'clock, just be careful on the Pattaya beach.
The other element of danger actually in Pattaya is the walkways, the paths be careful. Many of them are broken, and you know you could easily fall, break a leg. You don't want to be doing that on holiday. Also, be careful with traffic. Now, the traffic will slow down if it sees that you want to cross the road, but there are no traffic lights. Well, there are traffic lights, but not for pedestrians. And so if you want to cross the road, cross very slowly to show the oncoming traffic that you are crossing. And most of the traffic are in 4 lanes. So you've got to be very careful. Maybe do it with the Thai people. The Thai people seem to know the system, you know. I've never seen a casualty, really, on the road, which is very strange because the way they drive here.
This place, if you don't have an insight and keep focus of what you're doing and why you're here, you could probably lose yourself and get overwhelmed with the place. If you drink too much, you can't remember the night.
Just be careful when you're drunk. Get the motorbike taxi, go back room.
There is some certain spots in Pattaya, like the beach road after midnight where the ladyboys are. Occasionally you hear stories of men being attacked by them.
Some of the bad people by there in the late time. It's like after 3 o'clock. If you walk there alone and when drunk also, so easy to them steal you or maybe they hit you. Yeah, so be careful that's it. But if like at 8 o'clock to 12, you can walk, have many people. Somewhere they open the light, it's okay. But somewhere they dark, have to be careful.
Like if you go anywhere in the world, not just Pattaya, just look after yourself. Keep an eye on what you're doing, keep an eye on your money.
If you have the intention to come joke with Thai people, then you lose one day. If you have the intention for have a nice holiday and you want to enjoy you can have a nice holiday. But not forget, with money you cannot buy everything.
In a way, I can understand how people in Britain or in Europe think that men just come here just for the girls. Probably a percentage of that is maybe true. If you haven't been to Thailand, you will not understand its way of life, you will not appreciate its way of life, and you will not appreciate the quality of life that you can have here. It's given me a new sense of adventure. I work hard in England and I look forward to coming to Thailand. I've been thinking a lot about permanently coming to Thailand. I'm 100% sure now that I would like to move to Thailand. Every time I go back to Britain, all I think about is coming back to Thailand. A few days before I go home, I think I don't want to go back to England. There's many parts of Thailand to suit everybody. People just think Thailand, bar girls, prostitutes, not like that. Yes, there is that here. Don't forget about the other parts that are here as well. Because overall, it's a wonderful country with lovely people that make you feel welcome. So yes, I do understand why people frown on it. But if you haven't tried something or you haven't been to a country to see for yourself what it's really like, you shouldn't really comment. I wish I'd discovered this place years ago and I'm not going to go anywhere else and I can't wait to come back. That's a typical story in Thailand that British people say, American people say, German people say, French, everybody. I can't wait to come back and we love it. It's a great place and I recommend anybody to try it.
There are many reasons for coming to Pattaya. The beautiful sandy beaches, the people and the fantastic weather, but we tend not to hear about that. We are told about the prostitution, the murders and dangerous drug lords. These stories are only tiny snippets of a country that holds 65 million people, many of which live in poverty. The cultural misunderstanding between foreign men and Thai women are overlooked by the nature of the business of prostitution. We just cannot seem to see past it. But if you can try to see past this and all the other negatives that are shown to us by the media, what you will see is an amazing city with so much to offer. It's a meeting place for many cultures from around the world, but it always keeps its own unique and wonderful identity. People say that they have never seen anything like Pattaya. Pattaya is almost impossible to describe. And as for being dangerous, well, Pattaya is a very dangerous place. You are liable to get drunk every day, surround yourself with beautiful women, and be forced to eat fantastic food. And no doubt, the city will steal your heart, making you want to return again and again and again. So, be prepared to cast normality aside, as nothing will ever be the same again. Pattaya really is the city of smiles.